Hello everybody, welcome back to OCD, Squirrel Face Mikey, and sitting here on the weekend, and hope you guys are all having a good weekend, and about ready to check something out for shits and giggles, because every once in a while that happens, and Crazy Mike came back around. You remember him from our other episodes, and he brought me something interesting that he thought would be kind of fun to check out, and what it is it's the KEF Wireless. What was it called? Universal Wireless System. Okay, so what it consists of is, this is your transmitter. You hook up your source to here. We're going to hook up a cell phone with that little headphone input right there. And then it looks like there's a DIN plug. What's that for?
There's a DIN plug. That actually connects to, you have bare wires on the end. You can hook it straight to an amp.
Okay, so you can also do high level outs from the back of an amp. And then this is your transmitter, and then out at the speaker you have one of these, or you have two of these, one of these on each speaker, and this is the amplifier. It's a Class D amp, of course, and it's got the outputs, and then 20 volts from a wall wart, and you just set them at the speaker. And these are designed to be for rears, and for surround speakers and rears in a home theater setup, but they also are claiming that it's very high quality for 2-channel stereo, and you can use them in that configuration. So that's what we're going to listen to right now. I'm going to hook them up to the floor standers, the reference floor standers, the 11 reference floor standers. These are, let's see, they're 89 dB and 4 ohm. And so we will try these. These are 50 watts at 8 and 100 at 4, so we should be getting 100 watts per channel, and we'll check it out and see how it sounds. So give me a second. I'm going to go get everything hooked up. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so now we've got this thing hooked up, and how we're doing it is I've got the transmitter right here behind the camera, with connected to my tablet that I use to control the rig. It's just going right into the headphone jack. And we'll give it a shot from here and see how she does. So give me a second and I'll find the right volume and everything. This is my first run here. I didn't get it. I should have gotten it dialed first and then done the video, but you know how I like to do it. I like to bring you guys along for the adventure. That way, if I mess something up or if something goes wrong, you get to hear that too. You know, I don't prepare for this. Okay, so let's see. We'll try this one. Let's see. Is that one working? Yep, it is. Yeah.
Down the street, you can hear her scream, "You're a disgrace," as she slammed the door in his drunken face. And now he stands outside.
This is pretty much full power.
Start to gossip and it cries, "Oh girl, you must be mad. What happened to the sweet love you had?" Against the door it leans, starts a scene. Tears fall and burn the garden green.
This one's got good bass. See how this one is? If it'll play, come on now.
Surprising, isn't it?
Yeah. One more click. There we go.
I think it's more limited by the output of the tablet than anything else.
So now I'm full tilt on the output. Oh wait, look.
Red Riders of the Dark, help me through this maze. Do you know, mister, of this place? Do you know, mister, no time to wait?
Okay, so you know what this I think is a perfect example of right now is, let's say you're trying to decide how to start a rig, you know, and you really want to do hi-fi, and it looks like it's too expensive, and you're not sure how to do it, and you're bummed out because everything looks expensive as heck. What we're learning right here is spend your most on your speakers. It's old knowledge. We've known this forever. but you'll learn that because, okay, so I mean, even these are a phenomenal deal. These floor standers at $5,900. But of course, you could get some ELAC or something like that for $300 to $500. You know, that I guess are phenomenal from what people say. And look, this little thing that Mike got, he bought it for like $50 at a garage at what, Craigslist or garage sale or something, or like on Craigslist. So you can find these things used and pick them up for a song. It's $600 this setup if it's new, and it includes two amplifiers, two monoblock amplifiers, transmitter, and then the receivers are on the monoblocks, and your transmitter has a little couple settings just for like delay if you're using it with the front speakers, like for a surround sound thing, but it won't come into play for hi-fi. Anyways, and I mean, you're hearing it right now, and so really what you could do is you could go look for, what I would say is go look for used Klipsch Forte, like Forte 2. If you can't quite do that, then maybe some Heresy. Heresies don't quite do the full bass extension, but Fortes will. And you can pick up Fortes, I think, around maybe $500 on the low side, $800 on the high side, maybe more if they've been modded. But if you get just some stock ones, you should be able to find some somewhere for $500. Then you pick this thing up for another $50 to $100, $600, and then all you need is your damn phone, your cell phone as your source, or a tablet or whatever. And right there for, you know, under $1,000, you've got a pretty decent way to listen to some music, you know, and you don't have to worry about long interconnects, because this thing even it's wireless. So just the only part of it that's wireless is the interconnect, the signal part. The power you need wire for, and then the speaker cable you need wire for, but those are nothing. They're just like simple, you know, 1 foot long or something.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stole.
I'll tell you again why it sounds like this, and it's a $50 pair of monoblocks, and it sounds like this killer. It's the speakers for sure. I mean, that's all we got here is we got the. And it's not the freaking tablet, you know. So we're tablet to these to this transmitter, to the monos, which are real cheap, you know, things, but they don't sound bad if you get them on some proper speakers. The best my recommendation is the best speaker for a little amp like this. It's 100 watts that isn't that strong, is to get some Klipsch, because they're very sensitive. The little Maggies are cool speakers too, but they need power. And this thing is not going to do a Maggie. These won't push a Maggie. They will push a Klipsch very well. I've got some Fortes right here, but should I do it? Okay, guys, I'm going to do it. This is something, I'll tell you what, man, you better appreciate my damn time, because this is something I'm doing for who is not my normal customer, okay? My normal customer are people that buy the stuff that you see on that front rack there, okay? I want you to know that I'm doing this because I'm thinking about you guys that don't have the dough yet and still want to do hi-fi, because you know what? This is about music, man. It's not about having something to show off. It's about the music. The reason I have the expensive gear is because the experience is much more real, and I get a more of a refined, awesome experience. But I'm going to show you now. I'm going to put in these Klipsch that I just recommended. I will plug them into these little amps, and they'll sound probably even, I don't know, we'll see how they sound better. They'll be more sensitive, so they'll get louder. But the speakers that we're listening to right now are $6,000. So let me put in some speakers that I bought for $500, and then we will compare, and then you'll see really something that is, let's see, $500 plus that, so $600 plus your phone. So you'll have your smartphone. $600 is going to have you this next rig. So hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. So insert one pair of 31, 32-year-old Klipsch Forte 2. These are here because you know what? I don't just talk. I walk the walk. The way that Mikey walks and moves, Mikey proves and proves and proves. So I put my money where my mouth is. I've got the speakers here I just told you about that I recommended. And now I'm going to prove to you that it sounds kick-ass. Going to be more dynamic than what we just heard on those floor standers. And these were $500 speakers. And we're putting them into something that Mikey bought for a pair of monoblocks that were $50. I'm guessing you could find them for maybe 100 to 150, you know, max. Again, it's the KEF Wireless Universal system. It's meant for the rears in a home theater. And I'm powering it off my tablet, which means you could power it from your cell phone. So we'll play the song that we were just playing again and check it out. Let's see, I'm probably going to want to turn the volume down because these are a lot more sensitive. So I'm going to put the volume at half of where it was. This is half of what it was with the other speakers. So we'll start this over. Here we go. Okay, I need to give it some more. Whoops.
You are not hidden.
Here we go.
There's never been a moment you were forgotten.
See?
You are not hopeless.
See? Am I right or am I wrong?
You have been broken, your innocence stolen.
We got more.
I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue.
Here, let's try something that hits.
I wanna get you love you. I really want to thank you, baby. I'm close to your loving. I'm feeling just drive you crazy. I wanna be your lover. I'm ready to stand you, baby. I'm close to your loving. I'm feeling just drive you crazy.
I love it how you look in my eyes, swinging them hips when you pass. I'm visualizing my name tattooed on that ass, baby. Jump on it, Harley, let's go smoke some of that Rob Marley. Sip some Bacardi, then go pull up at the after party. I think we make a perfect couple, but you think I'm trouble. Maybe that's the reason you gave me the wrong number. She got me feeling like maybe she the wrong woman. Think I'ma be chasing the chicken head, you own something. Your toes painted, hair fixed all the time. And your
Okay.
boots the same color as mine. If you read between the lines, you can
So we can sort of tell that they just, with these little amps, I mean, these are little teeny little amps, man. They're doing a great job, but they're not delivering the bass, right? But very respectable. I'm gonna try another big bass song that we were listening to a little earlier. I think we together we listened to this. Let's try it again now with these speakers. See, it's better. It's better with this song. Oh yeah, see? So it's okay with the loose bass, like this is kind of like a loose kick drum.
As from the free, take it down the way. Red riders of the dark, help me through this maze. Do you know, mister, of this place? Do you know, mister, no time to wait?
Oh, this one has good bass too. Yeah, so this is kind of a torture test for these little amps because not only is the bass there, but it's not just a hit. It's like a long tone of a bass, which is hard for an amp to do. It drains it.
Just a little of it. Early in the morning. Beats a cup of coffee.
Okay, so this is $600 plus your phone, how much ever your phone is. So we won't even count that because everybody has that already. So it's like a $600 audio rig.
When the world is dawning, makes you wake up feeling good. Damn.
Well, this is also a DAC. This is also a DAC. This transmitter is a DAC too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there. I mean, this is for. I mean, even the person with the absolute I ain't got 2 pennies to rub together can put something like this together, for real. You could go to garage sales and get some Pioneer speakers or some shit like that aren't Klipsch, and you might even could get them free, you know. And then you put them together with one of these little deals that Mikey got that are like, you know, this thing he got it for $50, but I mean, y'all might be able to get them for, you know, get them 100, 150, I'd say. And that, I forgot that it's a DAC. It's not a volume control, though. You got to control that with your phone or whatever. But so it's a DAC. It's actually an ADC and then a DAC because it takes analog, turns it to digital, and then it DACs it at the speed. It DACs it on the mono block. Mm-hmm. So okay. So it's an A to D and a D to A. So your A to D is on the transmitter. Your D to A is on the mono block. And so it's a complete DAC solution. All you need is your phone, and everybody's got a phone already. So I'm not even going to count that in on how much this costs because you've already got a phone for sure with a headphone jack. So this is like you can have HiFi for $600. We're going to call this the $600 HiFi rig, and that's what I'm going to name this video. $600 HiFi rig. No excuses, man. If you want to listen to music. And if you put this together, any audiophile is going to see your rig and understand that you're going to get total cred. Because you're going to have some old-ass Klipsch. You're going to have this little wireless things that are kind of janky. But, man, your spirit is going to shine through that. They're going to understand that you love music and look at what you set up, man. That's cool. And you can be proud of it, you know? So, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the music. That's what it's all about. So... yeah, so let's see. Do I have anything else to... I know somebody's like, dude, put on some metal, dude. I'm like, I don't know if I got any right here. Let's see. Well, let's see. How about I do... well, I got to do this. Okay, if I'm going to do metal, I have to do classical. Because I got to balance it. Because I got to give the... I can't do it all one-sided. You know, here's for the gentleman. Okay, here we go. So that's pretty sweet. I'd say if I was going to judge anything and give it a critique, it's rolled off just a touch. We'll check on the other tune to see, because I think this recording had some you know, I don't think it was rolled off. Sounds a little bit rolled off. We could change that by putting silver plated copper on the speaker cables, and that would give us just a little nudge towards that little top frequency that we're looking for right now, or that I'm looking for right now. So let's try now some rock and roll music, because I let you know that I would do that. that I get with this kind of music, like that right there, I have to have that next level of volume for that kind of music. Because like I hear that right now and like it gets me fired up and I just want to push it. I want to push it. I want it to be overwhelming my senses. And so, and you need a bigger rig for that. Your bigger amps. You can do it with these. That's a cool thing about Klipsch. Like these puppies here even, they can play loud, man. I mean, they are meant to play loud. And it's wicked. So they're perfect for rock. Because if you ever get all excited, I don't know if you are like me, I have this thing inside me. It's probably this little like gremlin that just like hops up and down and gets all anxious and freaky and excited when I start playing rock and roll music. It's like I sprout horns and then I want to double the volume. Same thing happens when I'm driving a hot rod. Mikey's got a wicked Camaro. Same kind of thing, man. As soon as I hear that exhaust note and it's right in its power band, I just want to floor it and go deep in the corner. And I got this little weird thing that just wants to get let out. It's like the GIMP. It needs to be let out of the box. But so yes, so that's where you'd find your limitation with something like this. Okay, yeah, it's a $500, it's a $600 complete rig, and you know. So where are you gonna feel that? You're gonna feel that when you throw on some Metallica like that, and then you get that little thing inside you, and you want to crank it up to where it's hella loud and like really just going full tilt, and you won't be able to do that with this rig, but the speakers can go there. So anyways, that's kind of the you know, you can't have it all. You do get some when you buy the bigger rig, and that's what it is. You can just full force. Better than in bass and stuff like that. Even though this is hella good for the price, you can't beat it. And the speakers will go there with you through the next like 3 levels of amplifier and source components and all that kind of stuff. You can take these speakers to a pretty far level, and they sound really killer. And so we'll talk about that more later. I guess that is it, guys. I just wanted to show you this little ass thing that's cheap. And oh yeah, Mike made a good point that you could take these little puppies, you could mount them inside the Klipsch if you wanted, or underneath that base piece here it's hollow, so you could fit something under. If we put it sideways, you could mount it. If you took it off the stand or whatever, and you could with Velcro even just stick it in there, and then all you have to do is power your little DC power, plug it in, drill a hole, put a power socket in there, and just plug in your speaker, and that's all you'd need, and the amp would be stashed underneath it. You know, you wouldn't see it, so that would be a pretty stealthy thing to do. But yeah, so hey, this is foot in the door. Next step, you just get something a little bigger amplifier and some stuff. But anyways, wanted to show you that, so you know I'm not leaving out the young bloods out there that are trying to put their pennies together to get a rig together. Because look, it doesn't matter how much or how little you have. If there is the passion for music, you shall and you will have hi-fi music, and it will come to you. It will all of a sudden just show up, and it'll be free because you got those vibes. You want the music, and you're gonna. And it's for the right purpose, man. You've got the good intent. You know that music is great, and you want to share it with friends. And so you will find stuff in the dumpster and shit like that, and for just cheap, people just wanting to give it away, basically. And you can put together some killer stuff. So this is the $500, the $600 complete hi-fi rig. It is not quite hi-fi, of course, but it is a foot in the door, and this is how you start from meager beginnings. You know, look. From small acorns, tall oak trees grow. So that's what they used to tell me. And I think it's correct. So anyways, see you.